Hi everyone, welcome to another wonderful episode of Excel in the Word. We're still dealing on our series on the legend of Samson, part 3 right now. Stay tuned, God bless you.
Before the strength was revealed, there was a purpose. Before victories were won, there was a voice that called, Nazarite, rise. Samson rose, spirit-filled, unshakable, unstoppable. He tore down gates, carried cities, and shook the foundations of fear. But even heroes have hearts. In the rhythm of battles and triumphs, there grows a whisper. It is not good for a man to be alone. When the heart seeks belonging more than the voice of God, wisdom takes a back seat, and desire opens the door to destruction. Strength can build, but one moment of compromise can blind. The mighty can fall when the heart is untethered. Yet, even in the fall, grace remains. For true strength is not just in might, but in staying connected to the one who called. Stay connected, stay consecrated, stay committed. This is Excel in the Word, episode 24. The Legend of Samson, part 3.
Today we'll be looking at the innate desire for companionship in man. The innate desire for companionship in man and the effect of this in the life of Samson. Now, you wonder why so many great men, so many great people on earth kind of struggle amidst or in the presence of their wealth and great achievement. Most times it's because of lack of genuine relationships, because they suspect everybody around them probably been wounded or injured by mistrusts, disappointments from people they really trust a lot. So most of them do not have the 3 categories of relationships that we're going to be mentioning very soon. So you see them struggle with addictions, struggle with petty things like finding love in pets and everything. They just want something, a companion. That is this innate desire for companionship. Now, same affected Samson, and in a bid to solve this problem, he decided to go for a lover and had his, of course, we talked about the weakness in the aspect of him liking strange women. The truth is that you cannot get a friend, a companion, and every kind of relationship you want in one person as your spouse. That's why most relationships fail today. Most marriage, of course I'm not married, but if I would say something I've observed, most marriages fail today because we want to bring every relationship, we want to bring everything we've lacked, we want to find it or define our spouse with them. And the problem is that they are just themselves. They can't be everything else that we do not have. So we must get relationships across the different categories that I'm going to be mentioning very soon. Stay tuned and God bless you. Of course, man's innate desire to have a companion. Man's innate desire for companionship. Legend of Samson, part 3. Now let's delve into the 3 categories of relationships you need to have or you need to get. The first one is the people I see as your colleague, your accountability partners, the people around your level, the people within the same age range or generation with you. Now, this can be spread across your spiritual life or your fellowship, whether it's in school or in your church, your parental domestic church. Those around your spiritual life. Then we have also those that your partners or your colleagues or your friends, I call them companions as well. In the area of your academic, in your educational world, you can have some of them also in your career and every other aspect of your life. So these are people, I would advise this, always have at least one person in each of your social strata or each aspect of your life, if that would be better served that way. Make sure you have at least 1 or 2 friends in each aspect of your life. It's very important. People have spiritual friends who you can share your spiritual concerns with, who can pray with you or pray for you, who can have you can have spiritually sensitive conversations with, who are with spiritual intelligence. Have people who are emotionally intelligent who listen to you. Have people who share the same goal, direction with you, who are in the same profession, career journey with you, who are in the same life journey with you. Because if you get people who are going the opposite direction, you either get stuck or you don't go out, or you miss your way. One meme I saw today was talking about what if a bird falls in love with a fish, where would they live? That relationship will not work. So because both of them have their different direction where they live, where they can survive, and they can't survive, they can't get stuck and die because of the other person, and they can't carry the other person to their own world. So they are from different world apart. So there are people that you have no business being with. You call yourself a believer, you have no business being with someone that has no business with God and has no business with the being believer when it has to do with your spiritual life. But you need to also have, if you're a politician, for example, you need to have people that are your friends in the political aspect as well. Those who understand your journey, who can listen. Yes, of course, you need to have friends across your generation, friends that are within your level, who don't necessarily judge you, but they don't condone your excesses. They will tell you straight to your face, not just sycophants who just praise you for everything. No, people who encourage you but know when to correct you as well, know when to tell you what you're doing wrong, and they are not afraid to do that over and over, and they will always do it with love and respect. People who will listen to you when you need to do your trash talks, when you need to talk, when you're in your, of course, people that do not tolerate your laziness and every other thing. So these people keep with you, do not lose them. You grow with them, you stay with them, and even when you get to the point where you've achieved a lot of things you want to achieve on earth, you will not lack friends, you will not lack buddies, if I put it that way, people that you always speak to and go out to play with or gist with. This is one thing that Samson lacked. At least I think one of them that he managed to have was the person that married the woman in team that he was supposed to marry. So he was not even a trusted person, and the person left him. I believe that would have ended their relationship there. So Samson was someone who carried loneliness all along and was looking for friendship, but he was looking for it in a different aspect. He was looking for it in somewhere, in a place where he couldn't get it. Of course, you don't look for a different relationship in another person. You can't fill that vacuum with something that is not meant to be that it's not meant to fill it. You will always have a backlash, you will always suffer because of it. Then the second category of people that you need to have in your relationship or in your circle are the higher ups. The people that are a bit higher than you. They can be your mentees, your teacher, your parents, the people that you respect, the people you fear. One man of God said something. He said that if you're getting married to a man, of course, that doesn't have anyone he fears, doesn't have anyone he respects, he said you're making a big mistake, because when there'll be an issue, there'll be no one to caution or talk to him. So make sure you always have people that can easily caution you, people that will serve as a wall, or your wall against your excesses, against your laziness, against your lassity. These people are your final bridge to your ditch. So they are the people that can easily withhold you and stop you. They are people that maintain a positive influence on you, and they teach you, they give you wise counsel, both from their experiences, their crowns, and their failures or their crises. They are the people that can tell you, they have gone through your journey before, they have the knowledge and the experience, they can teach you what to do at every given step, or at least they can teach you, even if they have failed in it, they will teach you at least 99 ways not to go about it, and it will make you look for that one way to go about it if they failed on that journey. So even when they sound senseless, even when they sound foolish, listen, there's always wisdom in what they're saying, because most times what they are saying represents their fears, represents their failures, represents their wins, or however it is. But make sure you have people that exert positive influence over you, people you will listen to at every given time. Then the third category of people, sorry for that noise, the third category of persons are the people that are a bit lower or a bit beneath you. They are your mentees, they are your followers, they are your people, your students, your junior colleagues, whichever level they are. whether your junior colleagues or your students or mentees, the people that are looking up to you. These people are the people that serves as your junior accountability partners. What they do is that they inspire you to go further. They inspire you to remain consistent because you have more reason or more motivation to go forward because you have to win for them. You have to win for them. You have to pass the baton, right? So when you have your more reasons to win, not just beyond you, but also includes even people that are looking up to you, it inspires you to do better. It inspires you to remain consistent. It inspires you to go forward, to go further. So what this means is that why you are trying to, it's a two-way thing. Why you're trying to push them, why you're trying to make them better, why you're trying to raise their hopes and help them win. You are becoming better. You are building yourself as well because you don't want to remain at the level they met you. So you are advancing just by advancing them. You are building yourself by building them. Your expectation is rising. Your expectation for yourself is rising because of your expectation for them, and because of their expectation of you, you are rising. And of course, you learn from them because most of these people are people of different generations. Let's say you are Gen Z and they are Gen Alpha. You learn from them because they will teach you their perspective of things. They will teach you their generation's perspective of things, which may not be the same with yours. So it helps you do things in a way that it will accommodate other generations. This also can go to our parents and the parents of the modern day in a way too, because I think the Gen Alphas, they have low attention span and everything, but we'll find a way to balance it in a way that we can accommodate every generation. Yes, they easily lose interest. So what I'm trying to say is, whichever, your success is only complete when you can pass it on to others. Your success is complete when you have people that you've raised. In fact, it helps preserve your legacy. But beyond preserving your legacy and helping your success spread across generation or become transgenerational, it helps you remain consistent. So these people are your walls from falling because they remind you of who you are and who you need to be. They remind you of the need to go forward. One of the examples is in children ministry. I encountered a young girl by name Precious. She was one of my students that time in children ministry, and she told me something that she opened up. You know how children do? They will always open up. They are very honest persons. So she told me out of innocence that why she studies her Bible because she sees me do so. And if she has not seen me do that most times, because we kind of live in the same environment, so if she has not seen me do that regularly, she won't be doing that whenever I instruct them to do that. So that serves as a check and balance for yourself as well. So that's why I call them your younger accountability partners, because they remind you, they help you check yourself, they remind you what to do, they inspire you to go forward, to be consistent, they strengthen you even when you're weak. They are the ones that encourage you and motivate you to do better even when you have every reason to stop. So across these relationships, you must have them in different areas of your life. It's very important. It helps you grow, so you will not lack people in your life. So one of the things that destroy great men, or at least we've learned from Samson, is lack of companionship, lack of genuine relationship across these three different categories. The first, people of his peers. He barely had anyone he could be with, relate with in different areas of his life. He didn't have people that encourage him spiritually, that tells him his faults and helps him get better. Then, of course, mentorship. If only Samson had listened to his parents or feared his parents, he wouldn't have gone on with Delilah, because they warned him when he was going for the woman in Timnath. And of course, if he had a mentor he really feared that could caution him and even judge him if need be, he wouldn't have fallen to that temptation of Delilah. And the last one, if Samson actually had people that he was training and investing on, building their capacity and everything, maybe it would have stopped him from doing something, because I think most times his need for companionship, his need for people to talk to, his need for correction and accountability partners made him go out for a lover, trying to find solace, trying to find everything he needs in one person, which cannot be. Of course, the enemy took advantage of it. We don't want to talk about that today, but in everything you do, make sure you are building strategic relationships. In fact, I would say that relationship is the biggest thing you can do for yourself. It's the greatest need of man. If I'll make that bold statement, relationship is the greatest need of man. And in everything you do, make sure you have genuine friends. Make sure you have across every area of your life strategic and genuine relationships. They will sustain you. They will be your wall against some certain issues. They will be your wall of safety. They will be your wall against compromise, and they will be your wall of building and growth. God bless you. See you next week, Friday.